Joining me for episode 9 of Striking from Home is a one-time PBA Tour titleist, along with one PBA regional title, as well as a co-creator of the YouTube channel, Brad and Kyle. Kyle Sherman. How are you today, Kyle?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am good, thank you. I'm very honored to have you on the show. I'm very glad that you could make it, so thank you
Of
so
course. Thanks
much.
for having me, man. This is exciting.
Absolutely. So I have some questions lined out for you, like a Q&A session. And the first one actually comes from a fan that left a comment on a previous episode, and her name is Kristen Anderson. And Kristen wants to know, when will Brad and Kyle be coming to Middletown, Delaware next? Because she'd love to meet you.
Man, I remember going to Middletown, Delaware I believe that was in the summer swing last year, and it was awesome. I remember doing the pro-am, and it was a blast there. One of my more favorite pro-ams. So hopefully the PBA, that's up to the PBA. Hopefully they schedule something there, and we can come back. I know we'd love to be there. It was a good time. So hopefully soon. We need all this stuff to kind of settle down a little bit, and
Yeah,
hopefully we can make it out there.
absolutely. Yeah, I think Kristen would definitely be very eager to meet you guys, and that'd be awesome. So on to my next question, what has life been like since the shutdown began?
Yeah, at the beginning, we took I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and a little outside of the city of St. Louis. So the restrictions haven't been too crazy. At the beginning, it was, we did a lot of the quarantine stuff. We took it pretty seriously. Now life's kind of resumed. I wouldn't say back to normal. I guess it's getting the restrictions are going up a little bit now. Everything's kind of getting kicked back up. But, I played a lot of video games, just working out, took a little break from bowling, then got back into it. But man, I'm ready to get back to normal life again. I'm ready to bowl. I'm ready to travel. And yeah, I'm ready to compete. That's pretty much it.
Heck yeah, I am certainly ready to get back on it as well.
Oh, I miss it so much.
Yes, I know a lot of people are missing it so much. As we've seen, you're part of the New York City Kingpins for another year. What do you think about the team this year that you're a part of?
Oh, I love our team. I think we got an awesome draft. We really liked our team from last year. It was awesome. The chemistry was really good. When you have a legend like Pete and he wants to be in like the 2 or 3 hole, like your team is just like solid, man.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable. So the fact that we have 5 guys that can step up and you know pretty much be in any position, and all of us are equally confident in each other, it was awesome. So last year's team was awesome, and so obviously we can only keep 3. We wanted to get Darren back. Somehow he fell to us, and then we get to draft Oscu. We couldn't believe that Oscu was still there. So having him with his experience, not to mention he's a unbelievable bowler. I'm super excited about our team this year. I think we got an awesome shot. Pete was looking great. Marshall's always looking good.
that's
I
right.
just got to make sure, I'm trying to do my job to make sure I'm ready. Come, hopefully September we get the bowl of the league.
Heck yeah, that's very awesome. And in years past, now I'll try my best to stay impartial on this show, but in years past, the Kingpins has absolutely been my favorite team
Oh, really?
since the inauguration in 2013. So yes, that's a little personal note, but I will do my best to stay impartial as I interview people on this show.
That's all right.
But
Hey,
I definitely love the Kingpins, big fan.
nice. Yeah,
Um,
it's an awesome environment, man. The league
yes.
is unbelievable.
And speaking of which, what is your favorite thing about the PBA League?
It's God, it's just my favorite thing about the PBA league is stepping up to throw that shot in front of those fans in the crazy environment, and you can't feel your legs. You got your team behind you. Everyone just, you want to do so well, and there's so much pressure and just everything. Like it's so hard to recreate that environment. It doesn't happen very often, and to have the opportunity to compete in something like that it's an absolute dream. You just that rush, that feeling, you just don't get it anywhere else. So that's my favorite part by far.
Absolutely. I love watching the PBA League every year, and it is certainly a dream to be able to bowl at Bayside Bowl in Maine. That just seems like an awesome environment.
Oh, one of the best centers I've ever been to in my life. Charlie there runs an amazing crew. The place is just it's unbelievable. It's awesome, man. We need more centers like that.
Yes, I agree. What is one piece of advice that you have for bowlers that are just starting to compete in tournaments?
I think the biggest thing is always be willing to learn. Just stay patient. Realize that you're not going to win every tournament. Not even close. Um, so just staying patient, always willing to learn, always kind of refining your craft. I think when people stop progressing is when they stop really analyzing what's going on with their game and figuring out where they can improve, and then improve on their weaknesses. So if you can constantly do that, you're always going to be going in the right direction. Don't get too down on yourself. Now, I think it's good to be emotional. I think that means you're invested, but don't let those emotions override the thought process that needs to go into everything. So just keep trying to improve, keep learning, and you'll get there, you know?
For sure, yes. And that's something that's very relatable to the second episode that I did with Josh Blanchard, where we talked about his book that he co-wrote, Bowling Energy and Motion. And he was talking a lot about the mental aspect of things. And, as you said, staying positive and being emotional, but not overly emotional is very important. And that's something that I really love that you said there. And that's something that I really hope conveys to people well is that, yes, it is really good to be emotional, but at the same time, you don't want to be overly emotional. I mean, I'm sure you would agree to that, and probably have examples in your past.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid growing up, I was, I get extremely mad, I get extremely frustrated, and then even when things are going well, I maybe get too happy, too excited. Learning how to control those emotions is so important. And that's really the biggest thing that helped me become a better PBA bowler was learning to control those emotions. I wouldn't say physical wise, not much has really changed. You have to kind of learn how to adapt to your environment, but I'm constantly trying to improve on my mental game. And it has its ups and downs. It's not like you
Yeah.
get there and it's there. Like you're gonna fall down, you're gonna get a little emotional at times, but then you got to reflect on that and be like, okay, I can't get mad when I miss that 10 pin the second game or the fifth frame and blah, blah, blah. And I got to make sure I get count. And just all these little things that add up. When you can start putting all the pieces together, you'd be amazed how much your progression improves.
Yeah, that is absolute truth. I couldn't agree more with what you're saying. I mean, it's a learning curve for sure. And
Sure.
so, yes. And so now for the next segment, I have a little mini game planned for you. And so,
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to be asking five questions. They're multiple choice, and they're going to be New York City Kingpins related because that's your PBA
Okay.
League team. And so, if you answer correctly, you get 1 point per question, and if you answer incorrectly, you get nada. So, are
I
you
feel
ready,
like,
Kyle?
I feel like I'm going to butcher this so bad.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody says that, but I don't know, it might surprise you. In the lead currently is Stu Williams with 5 out of 5 right, and at the bottom of the leaderboard is Sean Rash with 0 out of 5 right. So I
Okay.
think hopefully you can go for a little higher than Sean's total, but we
I'm
shall
hoping.
see.
I'm hoping.
All right, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so for question number one, what celebrity has been the owner of the New York City Kingpins since their formation in 2013? Is it A, Billie Jean King, B, Kevin Hart, C, Terrell Owens, or D, Jerome Bettis?
I'm going to go with Terrell Owens.
It is not Terrell Owens.
Oh,
It
gosh.
was A, Billie Jean King. She has been
Billy
there since the
Jean
beginning.
King.
Yes.
She's still the owner?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, still one of the only celebrity owners left in the PBA league. All of those that I listed were actually previous celebrity owners of teams.
Yeah, I
So,
knew Terrell was with the Dallas, right?
yes, Dallas Strikers. Yep.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was with the Hitmen from Philadelphia, and Jerome Bettis, I believe, was the Pittsburgh Jackrabbits. That does no longer
I
exist.
guess
They
you did.
became.
Does Billie Jean King, does he own the Kingpins? Is that what's going on here?
Yes, she's a world team tennis player, and she
Yeah,
owns
yeah.
the
Yeah, that's
WTT
right.
New York City Kingpins. Yep,
I guess you did
absolutely.
say that, God, see, I should have thought about it more because you did say it revolves around the Kingpin. So I should have put two and two together there. I told you, it's not a hot start here.
It's okay. It's all right. Question number two. All right. What comic book hero's hometown shares a name with one of New York City's nicknames? Is it A, Metropolis from Superman, B, Central City from Flash, C, Gotham from Batman, or D, Coast City from Green Lantern?
Oh, gosh.
Think about New York City nicknames.
Yeah. Go over them again.
All right, so the answers are A, Metropolis from Superman, B, Central City from Flash, C, Gotham from Batman, or D, Coast City from Green Lantern.
Is it the Central City?
It is not. Nope.
Not
Flash was not based on
what?
anything from New York. It was Gotham from
Gotham?
Batman. Yep. Gotham is one of the
I think
nicknames
Gotham.
for New York City. Yep. It's all right though. You still got three more questions. I know you
Yeah,
got
I
this.
gotta get one. I gotta beat
Yes,
Sean.
I know. I know you got this. All right. So in the 1996 movie Kingpin, what was the name of the main antagonist that's played by actor Bill Murray? Is it A. Roy Munson, B. Stanley Osmanski, C. Skidmark, or D. Ernie McCracken?
Dude, I feel like such a Dumbo if I don't answer this right. But honestly, I've watched Kingpin like once when I was like 4 years old. I feel like I want to say it's. Yeah, I should know this. The only one that even makes sense is Roy Munson. But all right, I'm just going with Roy Munson.
Unfortunately, that was the protagonist. That was the main
I
character.
know that's the main
The
character. I don't even
the
know what the
main
other guy's name is.
antagonist was Ernie
Yeah,
McCracken. D.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yes. It's okay.
God, don't air this, please.
It's okay.
Okay.
You got two more questions. All right. At least one of them, I think you'll get right. At least one. All right. Let's see. All right. So, number four. The New York City Kingpins have won one Elias Cup victory since their creation. What
Yep.
year did the team win the Elias Cup? And this is not multiple choice because it's just, I mean, it was created in 2013. So, anything after 2013.
So obviously it wasn't last year.
That's right.
It was 2019. Uh, the year before they did not win. I was with Dallas. So that's 2018. The year before 2017, I believe Dallas won. Um, so what is that? 2019, 2018, 17. So now we're at 16. Could be 2016. I remember. I'm pretty sure BJ Moore was on the team. 2016. I don't think it's 2016 though. I think going back to back 2015. Ah, shoot. I'm gonna go 2015.
It was not 2015, unfortunately. It was 2013. It was the very first year of the PBA
13.
League. Yeah.
Inaugural, huh?
Yes, they were the very first champions and haven't won since. Although I'm still pulling for that victory for you guys. It's coming in.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right, one more
Quite the
question.
history buff if you didn't know.
All right, last question for you. This one is actually a very historical question as well. Hopefully you got this though. So number five is one of the most famous buildings in the United States is the Empire State Building, which is located in New York City. What year was the building completed in? Was it A 1931? A 1931, B 1929, C 1927, or D 1944?
Uh,
Give us your best guess. I know you
yeah,
got this.
yeah. I want to say it was completed in definitely wasn't 1931. I'm convinced it wasn't that. Although you're probably looking at me like that's probably the right answer right now.
I
But
don't know.
I'm trying to get your poker face over here, you know. 29 is the one that kind of makes sense to me. Could be 44, 29 or 44. I'm going to go with 1929.
Unfortunately, it was actually 1931.
God, you kidding me?
No, yeah, it
I
absolutely
knew
was.
it. Like, of course. That's how bad I am. See, I don't do well with the multiple choice here, or
Well,
any other questions for that matter.
well, we have a person that is now officially tied Sean Rash for the bottom rung of
I'm
the
gonna have to come
ladder.
on this show again and redeem myself.
Redemption.
Awful.
Unfortunately, so that gives us a total of 0 out of 5 points for Kyle. Any words of advice that you have here? Anything you'd like to say about that?
Uh, no, there's not much to say. Apparently, I need to do. I need to brush up on my history. I can't believe the Empire State, because wasn't that like Great Depression time, like
It was completed during the Great Depression.
Great
That's right.
Depression?
They
That
had
amazes me.
that right outside of the building. They had something called Hoovervilles, which was where homeless people stayed, and
Okay,
they criticized
yeah.
the president for completing it during the Great Depression when they couldn't
See, that's
afford
what
it.
I was thinking. I was like, maybe in the Roaring Twenties, like everything was going really good,
Yeah,
and they probably finished it towards the end of that. So that was the
yeah,
ideology I was
a
going
lot of
for,
logic there, but
you know. But unfortunately, logic goes out the window when you don't know it. So
yes, but I mean, it was a valiant effort, but just unfortunately did not quite go Kyle's way today.
yeah, I'm gonna go watch Kingpin right now. I
That
feel
is
like
a great idea. That's one of
I'm
my
a
all-time
disgrace.
favorites.
I'm a disgrace.
Amazing movie, and I mean, Parker Boone III and Randy Peterson both make guest appearances in it as they're
Yeah,
bowling, and it's a great movie. I definitely recommend it for you, and then you'll
yeah.
definitely know the answer to the Kingpin trivia. Ernie
Ernie
McCracken.
McCracken.
Yep, his
Yeah. See,
nickname
I
is
knew
Big
like
Ern.
I just Big Earn.
Yep,
Yeah, Bill
his
Murray.
hair goes crazy in the
Yeah.
finals. Yeah, I love that movie. Yes, but other than that, I really want to say thank you so much to Kyle Sherman for joining me for this episode 9 of Striking from Home. Is there anything else that you'd like to conclude with or shout out or anything?
Well, there's one thing I'd like to shout out. I don't know who's going to see this, but Brad and I are going to be running our first tournament of ever. It's a women's event in St. Louis, Missouri, August 15th. It's a Saturday. The most dynamite women are going to be bowling, and we're going to be streaming it on our channel. It's going to be unbelievable. And actually, the 14th, we're partnered with a tournament as well. So 14th, 15th, it's a Friday, Saturday. Brad and I are going to be running basically two women's events. We're going to be streaming it, so make sure you guys check it out.
Heck yeah, there you go. And of course, I will have their YouTube channel linked below in the description.
Cool.
So
Thank
feel
you.
free to check that out if you're watching. And other than that, yes, once again, thank you so much to Kyle for joining me. And be sure to subscribe below, everyone watching, and leave a like and a comment for questions they have for future pros for me to interview. So once again, just thank you, Kyle. And I really
Yep.
hope they have a really nice day. And that's about it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely.